2, 1. Oh, there we go. All right. Hey, we're live. What's up?
Yay, we're live!
Finally. Hey everybody, how you doing? Once again, Nerd Chat Central recapping the second episode of King of the Nerds that just ended. Hope you all watched it. What did you girls think?
It was
First,
intense, man. An intense episode.
yeah, from what I saw, it was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. If for you guys, a little bit of back knowledge. My internet kept dying on me, and the only way that I'm able to watch the show when it's on is through Google Plus Hangout with Alice. So unfortunately, I missed the entire cosplay competition.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we get going, or keep going, want to welcome Miss Melissa to Nerd Chat Central.
Hi.
Yay!
How's
Yay.
it going, Melissa?
It's going pretty good. You all look so great.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm calling this the heavy look.
The heavy. Oh. The
Yeah.
Earth must have some weird gravitational pull in the future.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Although, technically, well, not technically, but correctly, this is the year that Marty McFly comes to the future.
October 26th.
Yes, October 26th. I am going to be wearing this on that day, and everyone is going to be like, "Why are you wearing that?"
He's from the future.
I am from the future. That's everyday stuff.
I really hope Michael J. Fox dresses up like Marty McFly on Back to the Future Day and walks around New York or wherever he is. That would be so epic.
That'd be great. So, Melissa, why don't you tell everyone what you do, where you're from, who you are, all that good introductory jazz.
Okay, well, I'm Melissa. I write a King of the Nerds blog for yourrealityrecaps.com. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at the Dolphin Poet. And you should read my blogs because I have a lot of fun writing them, and they're really good. I think they are, anyway.
I've read a few of them. Actually, yeah, they are really good. I believe I have her linked down in the description below. If not at the present time, it will be hopefully tomorrow when I get around with this. But definitely check out Melissa's reality recaps on King of the Nerds because
They're awesome.
we all love King of the Nerds.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
So, first off, Alice, Eve, I almost called you Maleficent for a second because that's kind of what you are.
It's my nickname for her. You can call her that.
Since it is cosplay week on King of the Nerds, we decided, well, we might as well do cosplay too. So we have Maleficent or Eve, which, can I just say, you're like blowing all of us out of the water right now.
Thanks, Eve.
How long did
You
it take
told
you?
me to, and I said, how much you got? I didn't put the dress on. I didn't put the ears on. I didn't put like the 30 pounds of makeup. It usually takes me an hour and a half to get ready. I didn't blow the hair out all right. I don't even have mascara on.
Okay, well, you're
So
Like the 3 feet horns just outdo everybody. It doesn't matter what you're wearing.
what's that? I won't be nodding very much either because
yeah.
I don't.
I'm guessing the horns
A
kind
little
of
bit
make that difficult.
Yeah.
And then we have Alice as Alice.
Yeah. Yep.
You couldn't have gone any more meta with that if you tried, could you?
No, not at all. I'm playing this game all meta.
They did that last season, so why not keep going with it?
Right. It worked. It worked.
Okay.
Why don't you be your rabbit?
What my Waddles is my rabbit, yeah. Except she's
Aw,
not
Waddles.
Waddles.
Waddles. For those of you who don't know, Waddles is Alice's chinchilla.
Chinchilla.
So adorable.
apparently knows we're talking about her because she's running really fast in her wheel.
Oh, you guys are talking about me? What you saying? What you saying? I want to get in on the conversation.
Right. I think she likes all the noise in here.
Oh, well, we do make a lot of noise.
Yep. We're enthusiastic nerds.
Yes. So, I missed the first, like, half hour, so you girls are going to have to tell me what happened.
Okay. So, this week was the cosplay challenge, and it was awesome. It was sci-fi themed. But there was a twist. You had to have a moral with your story.
Oh. Okay.
So, not only costuming, but a full skit at the same time. It's a lot to manage.
Yeah, that is a lot. It's like a whole full-scale performance.
Right.
And they were full. They were on a stage. I thought it was weird they were on a stage. Anyway,
yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Like a legitimate stage in a theater.
Yes. And they had a curtain that they pulled back and all of that.
Yeah, I think that was cool that they actually had it like in a theater area instead of just outside on the steps of Nerdvana.
Yeah. So what were I think I saw from the commercial, the two sides were Pulp Fiction and steampunk?
They were both sci-fi themed. Hulavu was more Farscape type costuming, and House Smash was more like Watchmen. I don't know, kind of
Futurama
style, or Futurama. Futurama is a good example. Thank you.
Okay. Well, that would have been cool to see. Hopefully, I'll be able to see it tomorrow or the next.
I mean, everybody did a really great job on their costumes and their skits and how detailed they were, and it was really awesome to see them like actually work in teams, steadily. Although it really didn't seem like there was a lot of team progress going on at first. There's definitely leaders of the teams now. It seems to be like Lily was definitely in charge of, Hulavu's costumes and everything.
Because she's one of the cosplayers.
Right. She's like the queen of cosplay. So
the cosplayer.
And a seamstress and yeah.
Right. I mean, I've seen all costumes that are breathtaking. So, I mean, she needed the costumes to be on point because they knew Yaya Han was going to be there because she's been there the last 2 years. And that was great, and I really liked her dedication to that. And then Smash went like completely opposite direction. They focused more on their skit than the costuming because that's not where their strong points were, but their skit was really awesome. I really enjoyed it, and it was funny. And Jonathan twerking was hilarious.
Whoa! Jonathan was twerking.
Jonathan in a robot costume.
Robot twerking.
Best thing ever.
Jonathan and Ori, I mean, they were my favorite parts.
Yeah.
I mean, Ori kind of really brought it back.
Yeah.
By himself.
I love how Ori said Planet Texas. I think he was channeling a little bit of Texas Justice right there. So.
Bringing it back to Chris Jackson.
Bring it back to Chris Jackson.
Very nice. Very nice. So,
I hope
three judges.
I have to tweet him about that later.
So the three judges were, of course, Yaya Han.
Yaya Han, Tara Strong, and Billy Boyd.
Tara Strong does the voices for My Little Pony, right?
My Little Pony. She's Twilight Sparkle. She's also Harley Quinn in the Batman game. She's voiced like millions.
Ooh, and Powerpuff Girls. She's Bubbles, isn't she?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely know she's Harley Quinn in the new Batman games. So. Okay.
And who was the third judge?
Billy Boyd, who is Peregrine Took from the Lord of the Rings. He's the Hobbit.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Yeah, that was awesome. And I didn't agree with Ben saying that a hobbit doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That really made me mad because, Lord of the Rings is kind of sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy in my books.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But they both did
Lord of the Rings fans.
Sorry, what was that, Eve?
I said both teams kind of went with the space theme, so they were just kind of saying, oh, well, he doesn't know because he's a hobbit in Middle Earth. And
right, and he's not
He's not actually a hobbit.
Right.
He's not actually a hobbit.
He's probably a very nice gentleman. So,
and could be very into sci-fi for all we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, I did hear before the competition or during it or something, there was some kind of alliance that was formed.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Big alliance.
Because this is like I said last week, the show looks very much going kind of Big Brother route a little bit, and if they're making an alliance this early.
But okay, let me tell you about the awesome alliance that's going on. So first we have Amanda, Rochelle, Heather, and Lily all allianced.
The fake geek girls.
The fake geek girls, which they need a better name than that.
That's so ironic.
I know. But so that was going really well for them, and then they decided to bring in Ben and Jonathan. Right?
Okay.
So there's 6 of them now. 3 on each team.
And there's 11 people left.
Right. So they're working 3 on each team to get the other players out first.
Right. Okay. So knowing that, Melissa, I want to take it over to you because I'm very certain you watched the last season of Big Brother when half the house was in one alliance.
Those girls are totally brigading those boys. It's great. They're Brittany Haynes in them. They have no idea that those girls are working together.
No, they really don't.
The rest of the house has no idea either. Yeah, they are gonna blindside everybody in that house, and I think it's great. I love it. It's underhanded, but it's partly a social game, and it requires some intelligence.
Okay, so from your point of view, this 6-person alliance is going to be beneficial for them?
Oh, yeah, for the 6 people that are in it. The rest of the people, it's not going to be so good.
Yeah.
Because they control who goes to the nerd-offs. As long as they can get the other people on their separate teams to go with them, they control who goes home every week, those 6 people. And, unless somebody figures out what's going on, someone I don't know, maybe Todd. I think Todd could probably figure it out, because I think Todd's really smart, and I don't know how into reality shows he is, but if he's into them at all, he'll probably see it.
Oh, I think Todd's going to get in on it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He'll figure out, and he'll be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd's a pretty smart guy.
Todd's very, very smart.
I heard his costume tonight was from what I saw on Twitter, it was pretty much the rage.
Oh, him in the bra? That was great. That wasn't his full costume.
Oh my god.
He had 6 costume changes in 5 minutes. With just the way they cut it, he was walking out of the room in something different every time, and every time it was hilarious. It was great. Thank you, Todd, for being the comic relief. We love it.
Thank you, Todd. It's great to see someone else with my kind of personality.
Yes. That was awesome.
Todd's bod. You can't ignore him.
Bod. Oh my god. We gotta use the hashtag ToddKOTN trending or something.
Right.
Todd. Kneel before Todd. Hashtag kneel before Todd.
Kneel before Todd.
No, because
is that something else that came out of this episode?
He posted that during
the first one.
Flashed a little too much.
Oh yeah, I remember that was in the first one.
Okay, so taking it back to cosplay, I did hear that Team Smash won.
Team Smash won, yes. Yay for the green team. They won their first victory.
Good job, Team Smash. Although, how did you guys feel about Hula Boo losing? Because I know Alice, you and I were kind of feeling Hula Boo a little bit.
Yeah. I felt really bad for Lily. I really did. I mean, she was really upset, and I understand why. I mean, she's like all into cosplay, and she lost, and that's devastating, you know.
Yeah.
And she does competitive cosplay. So.
Yeah, and so does Rochelle. You know, she cosplays also, and so they really thought that her costuming skills would put them
gonna have it in the bag.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really hard on them. It really was. It sucks to see them like that. But then they all got way too drunk.
Oh gosh.
Again,
Drinking ensued and
sipping a beer.
that are not for work ensued. So Heather, call me. So yeah.
Wait. No, Heather, call me, or Amanda, or Lily.
So they all went around the table and basically said what side of the fence they're on, and if they like girls or boys, and they went around the table, and of course all the girls shared, and it was an interesting conversation that continued throughout the entire rest of the episode. It seemed in points. So I don't know if this episode's going to be safe for younger viewers to really watch this season.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
We got the mom saying that no, there should be an age rating.
You know, we can bypass the alcohol, because that's kind of like everywhere, but I hate to say it, but yeah, probably no more nerdling training going on with this show, I hate to say. I hope it improves, but it seems like there was even a commercial. I don't remember what the commercial was at one point, but it's right after one of the other discussions that they had, the commercial came on, like, okay.
Yeah.
Well then, that's.
And lost we lost. I don't care. I'm like, that's fine, but it was like one of our little bonding things that we did. We'd watch the show, and cool, and it was great. As
it was good mother-daughter time.
What you like, but I don't need to go into explaining the other stuff of like what you like quite yet.
Right.
Well, that's definitely interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to watch now for that.
Yeah. So we need to.
I think they're probably
girlfriend for Jacob. Or no, girlfriend for Thomas. Sorry, my writing went into another one.
Girlfriend for Thomas.
Girlfriend for Thomas. Yeah. So that was a big hashtag. This one. I am on the front to help Thomas find a girlfriend. That would be awesome. I will totally help you out.
Maybe we should do a mock-up dating show for him. We can have like a couple of available nerdettes. Bring them on the show.
Or Kings of Dating, something. Although if that's the title we're going to go with, then I got to stay out of it. I'm not good in that category.
Wait, you have to be our zany, game show host. Because you're the boy.
Yeah, okay, I guess I can do that.
Because you're the boy.
Yeah, because at least it's because I'm the boy and not because I'm the Canadian.
Right. Okay. No, I just blame you for everything else.
I'm not opening that black box again. That was enough last time.
Kelsey and her epic comments. If you would like to see them, you can go to the Nerd Chat Central Facebook page and find it. Yeah. And it was hilarious.
There's a lot of good conversation going on over on Facebook, so I believe that'll also be in the description below. Go check that out. Okay, so moving along with the episode. After the nerds were finished the nerd war, then there was all this conversation. Then we have the throne room ceremony.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was when I was able to come in and finally be like, I can watch this now. Thank goodness. So
yeah, during what you missed before the throne room scene, when everybody got to go back to their dorm rooms, they were all talking about who they'd put in the nerd off like they normally do. And everybody basically jumped on Thomas. And it was like, no, we're just going to vote you in. And I was just like,
really?
Why? Why him?
What basis did they have for that?
There was no basis for it. There was no arguing to it. It was like, Thomas, we're voting you in.
They all did. They made comments about the brony thing, and that was about it.
But this was after they made the Secret Sex Alliance, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, this was before.
Yes.
Oh, before. Okay. All right. No, that's. Well, still in my mind, when like you're going to vote someone out early on, there's not really, like to me, there's not really much of a thought process that goes to it. You just see who's your weakest, or if you're the other team, who's their strongest. But I don't know. Still, even going with that, it's kind of weird that they would just pick someone right off the top like that.
I mean, it was really weird, and Caitlin did start it. Caitlin was the first one to say, Thomas, I'm voting you out. And he was, he looked very shocked. I mean, I would be too.
Yeah. Was he like Jacob shocked, like from last week?
No, not as shocked as Jacob, and he accepted it. He was like, okay, if that's how it's going to be, that's how it's going to be. And, and I really felt for him, because no one wants that to happen to them.
Did he come up with their story or something, and they just didn't discuss it? Because, I mean, you would think it's the cosplay thing, we lost, get rid of the cosplayer.
Right.
Because they're not going to be useful anymore anyway, because their challenge is over.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So did they think it was a threat? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Caitlin saw him as a threat. I mean, there's behind the scenes stuff that we didn't get to see. So, I mean, she could have picked him because he has the weakest background of everybody because he's a brony. I mean, but you don't. I mean, he was also an Eagle Scout, and I think that's pretty badass. But
that can be pretty handy.
Yeah. But, I mean, that could totally work for your advantage.
Dad was an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
There you go. And I bet he's.
What does he do? What is his job? Like, what is his actual job? Does anybody remember?
I don't know.
Ever actually said, or they just call him the brony? Like, come on, the guy's more than a brony.
Well, thankfully, we have.
I have on my list.
We have Google for this.
Google! Yay for Google.
Gosh bless you, Google.
So, we have
more to contribute than just being a brony.
So, Thomas, of course, gets voted in automatically. Everybody voted for him, which was kind of sad. And then the other team voted for Caitlin, which I can see why, because Caitlin is a very strong opponent. She's very, very smart. I mean, she builds robots for NASA.
Like, the one thing that I liked from her last episode was, like, well, kind of is when they were all sitting around talking about all the nerdy stuff. We saw her diary entry, and she said, "Oh, we can sit here and talk about ponies and fantasy and all that stuff, but like, let's get to the competition, which is a good thing to have in a competition show." Yeah.
I mean, she's very much all about the game. That's all she wants is that crown. And I see a lot of Kayla in her from last season, because Kayla was the exact same way. I'm going to win it. 1 down, 11 to go. Let's do this.
Exactly.
And she's the exact same way.
I think I'm hearing myself. Everybody check your computer monitors. Okay, no, we're good.
You are a little echoey.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that might be me. I hope.
Thomas is a civic engineering major, apparently.
So he's engineering, so yeah.
They're all hella smart.
Yes.
They are. No, they're all a threat in a way.
Yeah. Well, Caitlin's definitely a threat, and especially after what happened in the Nerd Off tonight, she's definitely going to be a threat through the entire season, and I can see her going in every week to a Nerd Off and winning.
Yeah.
I definitely
like Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be the next.
Because she's gonna be that hard to get along with person that everybody's gonna be like, man, she's really smart, and we have trouble getting along with her, so let's get rid of her.
She's very much the Sheldon of the group. I feel her.
Wonderful comparison.
I'm the Sheldon in my
I'm sure she had a spot on the couch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
It's my spot.
Okay, so now moving into the Nerd Off.
Oh God!
Like, the preparation was kind of. First of all, I like the preparation because they actually went through these riddles, and they both seem to have a little bit of trouble with it. But then when they actually got in there, I thought they killed it.
Yeah, they were doing really well. I mean, Thomas was on top. Just up to that last question, he had answered correctly more than Caitlin.
Caitlin is stars. She works for NASA. Space.
Yeah.
It's true. And I still want to know, Caitlin, do you work with Moo?
I don't think she does.
I've been wondering that ever since I saw her bio of she works at NASA in the planetary space part, and I'm just like, that's where Moo works. I want to know.
You realize that NASA is not like just 2 buildings somewhere. It's like hundreds of buildings spread out.
Yeah, I know. I just thought there was a small possibility.
I love you, surprise face. Sorry, that just popped up while you were talking, Zach.
Oh, wonderful. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail.
That should be our thumbnail for this week is Eve's surprise face. That was great.
What's that?
Your little shocked face you just did was awesome. And it popped up right in the middle of Zach's rant. It pops up, but I'm like laughing because I can't listen to Zach's rant because of your face. Sorry.
Oh, the things I miss when I'm looking at the camera.
Wait, there's a camera? I'm supposed to be looking at it? What?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to. I mean, I'm just kind of a little bit anal like that. Like, if I'm looking down at you guys on the screen, then it doesn't look like I'm looking like directly at people. So I know where the camera is, and my brain just automatically like, hey, camera. I'm weird like that. Okay, Eve, that's kind of like good. What are you doing?
It's Maleficent. It's very
Oh, really?
So, okay, back to the Nerd Off because we're getting off track again. We do this every time.
Back in.
Every time.
Okay, Holy Grail costumes.
I freaking
amazing.
love that. They came in with the flopping, and Todd was the Black Knight, and he had.
Loved it.
Was perfect.
No one was the bunny. No one was the bunny.
And they weren't carrying the bunny either.
I know.
That's the shirt I should have worn.
What was the best part of this Nerd Off? Mindy.
Yes.
Yes.
Pom-pom kitty right off the bat. I mean, she looked gorgeous.
Well, yeah, Mindy is great in all of the episodes that she's in, and this year I think she's on like the most episodes that she's been in for since the past few seasons.
I think she said 5 out of 8, but I could be wrong. It could be 6 out of 8.
Don't quote.
So. Mindy's awesome. Definitely.
It's gonna be good to see Mindy in most of the episodes.
I can't wait to see what her costumes are. Those are the best.
Oh my gosh, her costume.
Episode for her.
I saw a picture earlier on Facebook. She was actually sitting on the throne of games.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, lucky.
Maybe she'll be the king.
Yeah, she'll be the queen of the nerds.
I I almost commented that. I almost said, well, no need to keep going with King of the Nerds. We found our king.
Right.
But I want them to keep going because it's fun to watch.
So,
although during the competition, all the judges kept commenting on how mean the nerds are.
yeah.
How violent. They're like, nerds are so mean and nerds are so violent because they're just like beating on each other. And
yeah. What else are you supposed to do when you're LARPing?
Like football jocks don't do that?
Yeah.
Like, for real? Like, dude, like, people, whatever.
If you realize that every episode, two dudes pick up weapons and play fight, like in every single season, it's somewhere, whether it's in a challenge or
it's great.
And Zach with his Frostmourne around the house the whole season.
Yeah, Zach, you last season when you were going around with that Frostmourne, it was awesome.
It was awesome. Thank you for that, Zach. Thank you.
And they had tequila again tonight. See, the tequila theme.
Oh, the tequila. You remember that one, right?
Oh, God.
The first shot of tequila in Nerdvana.
Go back tonight.
Oh, the excitement.
They really got drunk this episode. Like, they were really drinking more than I've seen them drink on season 1 and season 2.
Yeah, actually,
hungover.
Kurt did an interview a few days ago, and one of the questions was, how much drinking is there in Nerdvana? And he actually, commented, again, don't quote me on this, that, as the seasons progressed, the drinking got a little bit more. First season, basically, to my knowledge, Servants of the Forsaken Orb were taking the alcohol in, no one's business. Then second season was kind of a mix of both, and third season, I hear it's upped it even more.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna celebrate. You want to have fun.
Yeah. I have.
And it's free. It's free.
It's free, yes, but at the same time, you're playing a game, and you don't want to you don't want your perception and your game to be antagonized.
And you never know what you're going to say when you're drunk.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't used it as strategy yet.
Yeah. I mean, it would be really smart to do that.
You pretend you're drunk, but you're just
That's what Mary Kate was doing with Zach.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here, Zach, have some tequila. Come on.
Things happen.
Sign up.
So
I'd have to say the plant in the living room would be really drunk because that's where my drink would be going, and I would act like I'm drunk, but I would be sober.
Yeah.
Good strategy.
All right, pull it back to the nerd off.
I just have a high tolerance.
And no one wants to put a magician in the nerd off because I'm your entertainment.
Yeah. So
and you have a few tricks up your sleeve.
Yeah.
Not trivia. Would you have been any good with riddles? Alice?
What?
Would you have been any good with riddles, though?
Hell yeah.
Yes, I actually.
She writes the riddles.
Yes, I live for puzzles and stuff like that. So yeah, the riddles were not a challenge for me at all. I was in the other room answering them while they were.
With the nerds?
What?
Were you answering along with the nerds?
Yes. Every episode, I always answer along with the nerds just to see if I would get it.
Not with them.
Before them, yeah. It's usually before.
That's good. Yeah, I almost got that candle question right. I said flame, and that is so close to the candle that I would have been able to nab it, but I was stuck on flame.
The silence is golden one was just too easy, in my opinion. As soon as they said it was golden, I knew what it was. I knew exactly what they were talking about. I've watched way too many movies. Every theater, silence is golden.
Okay, so prime prime contestant material right there.
Yeah. So we
Watching.
had to say goodbye to Thomas, which is very sad.
Our brony has taken his last hoof tread.
He totally got squished by a pony, which was hilarious.
I think he might have been squashed by his favorite pony, actually. I think that was Pinkie Pie.
Was it Pinkie Pie? I don't know.
Possibly. I don't know.
What?
I don't watch My Little Pony, so.
I do, but I haven't in a while and not extensively enough to know.
I know some names of the ponies. Does that count?
Right. If I saw the pony, I could probably name it, but off the top of my head, I don't know. It's like the dwarfs, right?
Right. Yeah.
But this means no more Gollum.
Right. Is there a Gollum pony?
I know!
That would have been great.
Yeah, everybody did great impressions on the show. I mean, with Todd and just his magnetic personality.
His clockwork, what is his name? The Clockwork King?
Yeah.
Maniacal laugh. Love it.
Yeah, that laugh is awesome. It really is. I can't wait to start to learn about the people that we haven't got to see a lot of, like Colby and Ben. We saw a little bit more of Ben this time, but a lot of people we're not getting to learn about them. So I'm hoping that that means that they're going to be around a little bit longer.
Actually, I have a little bit of a plug that might let us know a little bit more about the nerds. My friend, and I'm pretty sure you know him as well, Eve, Jared Finn, he has a blog site and he does a podcast. He's actually going to be interviewing a few of the nerds here in a couple of days. So I'll put his link down in the description so you can go check out that podcast when it's live. I think he might have Colby on and possibly Todd and Heather. So
I really want to talk to Colby because he already said in episode 1 he won $325,000 on Jeopardy.
75.
375.
75.
Whoa! Why, dude? You don't need the money. You don't need the money from the show.
It's the title.
It's the title.
The title.
Yeah.
The title that matters. The title and the chair and the crown.
Yeah. I would like to test.
And the cake? Do they get a cake?
Oh, there has to be a cake. Probably like after the camera shuts off, once the king is crowned, it's like, okay, everybody, go to the round table for cake.
Right.
Volcano drink.
Yep. With flames.
Like, what I have a feeling if Heather wins, it'll be a booby cake.
Oh gosh. Oh my god.
I can make it for her. I've done that before.
Heather will make you a booby cake. Call us.
That's, the president of the club has decreed it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got about 13
I have pictures of the one I made. I can show.
Oh, sorry, what was that, Melissa?
No.
Okay, now we're getting way off topic.
I said I have pictures of the booby cake I made. I can post them on Twitter to entice her.
Oh goodness.
Anyway, go on.
Okay, so with 12 minutes left on the clock, going forward, who are you guys wanting to? Who are you really liking? Who do you want to see more of? And what do you think is going to happen with this Secret Six alliance? Do you think they're going to crash and burn? Do you think they're going to keep going? What are you thinking? Let me know what's on your brains. Feed me your brains.
I really hope this alliance works for a couple more episodes. I really hope no one backstabs each other until it gets down to that 6. I would like to see that dynamic play out well. But with the way Ben was talking, I feel like he might be the first to betray them.
Yeah, that seemed like he's
bringing
all
them
into
was
it.
the best idea. And just keeping it to the girls was probably best. But again, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm very much Team Hula Boo. I really like them.
All the way.
And I really want to hug Lily really badly.
Oh my god.
Big
I
old
want
hug.
all of them.
If I was there, I would have been hugging you until
Big group nerd hug, please.
Right.
Oh, it sounded like they were working on that.
Right.
That
They
would
were
be.
in the bathroom. They were talking about it.
Yes. Yeah. I think I did actually catch that bit. So, Melissa, what team are you leaning towards? Now that you've
I'm Team Hulu Boo too. I love them.
Hulu-Boos.
And I love Rachel and Todd. I love Rachel and Todd.
Oh,
And I'm so
Rachel
happy that I
and
live
Todd
so close to Rachel.
Great.
We're totally going to hang out.
I love the personalities this season. That's what really makes the show for me, is the personalities and how they interact with each other.
Yeah.
Like, they feed
Yeah,
off
I think
each other
casting
really well. They
did a
bounce
tremendous job.
Yes.
They really
Props to
did.
casting.
Kudos to casting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really put it together an all-star cast this season.
Yeah. I really can't wait till we get a couple more seasons so we can see an all-star season of King of the Nerds.
Oh,
Yes.
Getting to see like Ivan and Todd interact would be hilarious.
Gosh, that would be great. Well, oh yes, that would be fantastic. But definitely a few more seasons, so we can be in the running,
Right.
right?
Elder Nerds! Elder Nerds!
Yeah.
Elder Nerds later on down the road. We want our time. We want our shot at the crown.
I want my
well, they
shot
can
at
do
it.
so many things.
Oh, they could do so many things.
Yeah.
No, I
The
mean,
amount they've done already, we can only guess what they have coming.
So with 9 minutes left, I'm going to announce next week's show. We already have our guest book for next week. We are having Bonnie Gordon. Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk. Sorry, Bonnie.
It's just hard, guys.
I love Bonnie so much. I messed up her name. Bonnie was on ABC's The Quest. And we're also going to have Xander from season 2 of King of the Nerds. And together they make this epic group called the Library Bards. Please go check it out on YouTube. Their song Gandalf is hilarious. Really.
That's the Taylor Swift parody. I just saw that a few hours ago.
Oh.
Amazing. Keep up the good work, guys.
Phenomenal. You guys really can rock it. And
And I love Xander's behind the scenes. I can't wait to hear more about behind the scenes.
Great. Genevieve's behind. Wait, you mean behind the scenes for the show or for the video?
For the show.
Oh yeah, Xander's behind the scenes are great. Genevieve has Nerds in a Nanosecond, which are incredible, and all of the nerds are still very much being active in the King of the Nerds community and with the show in some way, shape, and form. I love it. It's great. Give us more.
Yes, more unity as a nerd community. We love it. So we definitely need it.
Before I forget, we got 3 Hulu-Boos. Eve, I know you said you were waiting for a couple episodes to decide on what team you're feeling. Is it time to announce that yet?
Switzerland! No. I think it's going to be interesting because I don't know. There's a lot of strong personalities, and I think those girls are going to get sick of each other pretty quick. They did not.
That's the first danger I thought of when they formed the all-female alliance. I was like,
Well, now that's stereotyping. Don't even go there, oh Canada.
no, I'm not stereotyping. Like, it hasn't worked.
Three ladies here. Don't make us make an alliance against you.
Oh,
Just saying
wording.
that if you don't let other people help make costumes, and you're telling everyone else how you know everything all the time, and no, I'm not just picking on those two. I'm just blanking at the moment. But and don't cry after don't. It's going to crash at some point. Especially when you add the alcohol to it, they might really not go well.
You never know what you're going to say when you're drunk.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't turn very stereotypical girl-cat fight thing. And I will say that I love Jonathan and Ori.
Ori is like my boy this season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ori's on fire.
So for now, I'm still staying in Switzerland.
All right. Okay, so we have 3 hula boos and Switzerland.
In Switzerland.
How we
So
will remain
you
on
still have a chance. You still have a chance. You redeemed yourselves a bit this week.
Yeah. We'll come back, won't we, girls?
Yeah. Well, we're here every week, regardless.
Yeah, that's true. We're still on Friday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's the way it's gonna stay. So we 4, or at least 3, unless Melissa wants to keep joining us, will still be around.
Yep.
Wait, so what's
anytime I can?
Yep. And we'll be around after King of the Nerds is over too. We're gonna keep continuing on with our broadcasts, and we're pulling in some other guests too. I have some big interviews coming up, some very special guests on the way. And watch our Facebook, because that's where I will be posting hints to who will be coming on the next couple week shows. So
yeah. And also follow us on Twitter at NerdChatCentral, and just subscribe here on YouTube so you can catch the videos when they come out, as well as everything else that's going to be going on.
Yeah. See what I can build for next week.
Woohoo! Yay, next week. Did anybody see what the challenge was for next week? I missed it.
I don't think I saw anything.
Oops.
I don't know if I saw.
Yeah, it was very vague.
It was vague.
Was more, I think. It was very vague. It was vague.
I
think it's the debate one, though.
The debate is coming, and Amanda is going to be very happy about that one because she actually does a little bit of debate. So
I love the debate challenges. That's like one of my favorite ones.
Are good. They're very good. All right, so
I hope they do another music challenge.
Yes, I want that to come back. A lot of people are saying that that one wasn't very nerdy, and that hurt a little bit because if you really get down to the nitty gritty about it, you can make anything nerdy, and just doesn't have to fall in line with what people think nerd is. You can still be nerdy about it.
Right.
You can be nerdy about football.
Exactly. Or weightlifting.
I didn't even said that. So.
Or cars and hockey.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. One last thing before we go. I do have something I need to plug. If you live in Texas or near Houston, Texas, my Magic Club is holding their annual banquet on February 15th, and the tickets are only $20 and includes a full dinner and a show, and we have some amazing performers. Martin Cox from the UK and David Stone from France, along with a couple of my friends who won the Magic Convention this year. But you can go to HoustonMagic.com and check out all the details and see what's new in the Magic community here. And that's what I do. So, yeah, that was my little plug.
Well, thank you very much, Alice. And Melissa, would you like to give any last words, plugs, admonitions of encouragement?
Well, thanks for having me on tonight. It was really fun to hang out with you guys and talk about King of the Nerds. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @thedolphinpoet, and my blogs are at yourrealityrecaps.com. The navigation's really easy. You can find them there. And I also blog about Survivor, so if you're into Survivor, new season of that starts in a month, and if you like my King of the Nerds blogs, you'll like my Survivor blogs, and you should read them. That's
it. In a month. All right.
And thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. All right. Eve, any last words?
If it's debate next week, Brian, tweet war.
Yeah. Oh, Brian, you can chill. Oh, it's going down. All right, guys. That's it for Nerd Central tonight. we will be back next Friday, 10 o'clock. Be here, and we will recap the next episode of King of the Nerds with Bonnie and Xander.
Bonnie and Xander. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Later.